Well, San Diego Comic-Con is only right around the corner, and we're already getting some pretty incredible merch, giving us our first look at an upcoming DC production. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about some of this Supergirl merch that's found its way onto the internet, and how it's actually given us our very first look at the Woman of Tomorrow's logo. Let's dive in. Now, before you do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are in the know. Well, this was a rather unexpected surprise that came at us a little earlier today. Like I was saying, pretty much San Diego Comic-Con gives us all kinds of great reveals. It's probably the biggest event of the year, and it seems like this year we're getting some of these treats a little early. Now, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is currently scheduled to be the second DCU title dropped by DC Studios, and we also know that a lot has already happened behind the scenes. We know Millie Alcock is on board as Supergirl, with Cruella director Craig Gillespie set to helm the film, and Anna Nagura writing the screenplay, and with a 2026 release date, the project is full steam ahead. Now, earlier today, we got what might be the very first official look at the logo for the upcoming movie, and this came directly from DC via their San Diego Comic-Con merch reveals. So let's just go ahead and check it out, and we'll talk about it some. Now, right out of the gate, I want to be clear, it's entirely possible this is just a very generic Supergirl t-shirt, but the Woman of Tomorrow branding and the logo isn't one we've seen before, so it really does make me believe that this is the DCU logo. Now, this does bear some similarities to the new 52 Supergirl logo, so there is a possibility this is tied to that, but honestly, I really don't think so. There's also the small fact that it's being released alongside another t-shirt, a Superman one, and this one has a clearly stylized Kingdom Come type logo that's part of the new DCU Superman film. So as of right now, it really does appear this will be the Supergirl logo. I can't be the only one that noticed they're not exactly the same, and I actually think that's okay. This logo definitely has a bit of a different turn, kind of seems very similar to the My Adventures with Superman logo, and does kind of beg the question of whether Supergirl and Superman should have the same logo. Now, quite honestly, I don't think this is a necessity. Remember, they're cousins, not brothers and sisters, and this means they're from different branches of the House of L. This version definitely has more of an edge to it, and given the version of the Maiden of Might we're getting from James Gunn, he's made it pretty clear she's pretty rough around the edges. Well, the logo itself might be much more appropriate for this version of the character. Now, we know this is going to be based on the comic Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and if you're familiar with that comic, you know it's really a great story. The comic sees Supergirl travel across the galaxy to celebrate her 21st birthday, and she takes Crypto the Superdog along for the ride. Along the way, she meets a young woman named Ruthie and winds up on a murderous quest for revenge. This falls right in line with the type of Supergirl James Gunn said we were getting. He made it very clear she's much more hardcore, and not the version many people are used to, and that's exactly what you get in Tom King's book. I always try to link these books down below. I'm going to heavily recommend you check out this one. And as for the logo, like the Hulk said, I see this nothing but as a win. The logo itself looks pretty good. It's different enough from Superman that it's kind of nice to differentiate between the two characters. And the fact that it looks edgier seems to align with this version of Supergirl much better. When we actually see it on the costume though, well, we're going to have to wait and see.